All right. All right. All right. Can you hear me, Jimmy?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but for some reason I'm not coming on over the air. So let me try this. How's that? Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I still can hear you. Yes,
All
sir.
right. All right. So we are live and direct with the one and only Mr. Jimmy Whitehead. He is the man in charge of the Envision Center in the good city of Atlantic City. And he has a special event coming up, the Atlantic City Business Breakfast. Wait, the Atlantic City Business Roundtable breakfast meeting, and that's taking place on Tuesday, October 29th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And I haven't missed one yet, so I don't know how I'm gonna make that one and still do the morning show, but we got a couple weeks to figure it out. How you doing,
So,
Jim?
hey, man, I'm blessed. I woke up this morning. My kids are fine, and you're doing fine. And, it's just a blessing to be up every day. So I'm doing good, brother. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Speaking of blessings, I just want to say I want to thank you for opening the Envision Center and allowing me to curate art and First Fridays over there. And that's actually opened up the doors for me to do some other curations and work with some other organizations. But uh, Envision Center was the first. And you were the first one to just jump on it. You said, "Yeah, let's do it." I couldn't hardly get it out, so I want to thank you for that.
Well, it's not only an honor, but also the Envision Center belongs to Atlantic City, and Atlantic City Focus is part of Atlantic City. So, the Envision Center is our platform to work together to do what we do to unify Atlantic City. You and I have been talking for over a year about our Global Youth Cyber Arts for Peace project, and that was really an open door invitation for your organization to come into the Envision Center and do what you're doing. And plus, I just love it. Anytime I walk into the gallery, I see all this beautiful Black art that you're collecting back there. And I would encourage more Atlantic City residents to come by and see what you're doing and see the artists that you're introducing. But every time I go in there, there's some different art. And I'm like, man, this is so cool. But, all I got to do is walk to the back and to see the gallery with all this beautiful art. So, it's a real honor to be working together with you, brother.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so let's get right to the Atlantic City Business Roundtable breakfast meeting. Can you tell us the origins of that and exactly what we can expect on October 29th?
Sure, sure. And I will start by saying this. I sent you a little character poster, and it says, the only way that we can build is together. And then you see some folks, they got some t-shirts on, said together as one, and it says united we stand. And this little picture where they taking center blocks and they building together, right? They unified, building together. Well, that's just I love this little picture. I wish I knew the artist so I can give them credit for it, but this is what the Atlantic City Business Roundtable is about. It's how can we work together to build Atlantic City together for a brighter Atlantic City, and that we all, particularly North Side residents and the African American community, along with the white community too, but we just want to make it a point that we're talking about being very inclusive of the North Side Atlantic City community to build Atlantic City back better through entrepreneurial activities. We want to be able to create some legacy wealth in Atlantic City. So how do we do that? This brother named Darryl Barnes, Democrat, was a delegate down in Maryland. He resigned after being the delegate and being the chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus, the Legislative Black Caucus in Maryland for 3 terms. And he started an organization called Bi-County Business Roundtable down in Maryland. And the Bi-County Business Roundtable was several counties in Maryland that he was bringing African American entrepreneurs together to focus on how to grow in Maryland's economy as a small business. And I watched his brother, and I loved him for many years, but as a friend, but I watched what he was doing with this organization in Maryland, and I kept telling him, I said, brother, we got to bring this business roundtable concept to New Jersey, specifically in Atlantic City. But he came up and first he came up and worked on my campaign when I ran for mayor a couple of years ago, and we bonded. And he saw the potential in landscape, and the landscape of Atlantic City. He saw that there was no Black businesses in Atlantic City other than Kelsey's and Kim and Atlantic City Focus. Just a couple where there used to be 300. And he said, Jimmy, you're right. We need to create this concept here in Atlantic City. So last year, we formed the Atlantic City Business Roundtable as an organization for all small businesses, Black and white, Bangladesh, Latino, all small businesses to come and participate in the networking discussions, access to capital, federal resources, state resources, the SBA, everything that we're supposed to do as one of the Envision Center pillars is promote economic empowerment. So we've held these breakfasts at resorts that the president, Michael G. Antonio, has been very supportive from day one. And at these breakfasts, we've had some extraordinary individuals come to these breakfasts, like the new executive director, CREDA, Eric Scheffler, the Atlantic County prosecutor, William Reynolds, DCA Commissioner Jacqueline Suarez. And this month, we're very honored to have Anthony Swan, who's Atlantic City Business Administrator. And Mr. Swan is going to be there to talk about how to unlock Atlantic City's economic growth and work together. And then we're also going to have Assemblywoman Claire Swift in attendance to talk about a bill she introduced in the legislature to promote cybersecurity workforce training and cybersecurity reserve corps. So the Atlantic City Business Roundtable is a roundtable that we're bringing together Atlantic City individuals so that we can prosper together and we create new jobs together and we can move Atlantic City forward together.
Wow. Okay, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Light Morning Show right here on the mighty 91.7 WLFR. We're at the Stockton University studios. We're also heard on 106.5 WPPM in Philadelphia on Friday evenings as well. So tune in accordingly. We're here with James Whitehead, Jimmy Whitehead from the Envision Center, and we're discussing the Atlantic City Business Roundtable Breakfast Meeting taking place Tuesday, October 29th, 2024 from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. I've attended, like I said, all the ones he's had so far. The food is okay, and I'm not a breakfast man, so I always leave full. I love their home fries.
Yeah.
Not turkey sausage.
Yes.
So if you don't eat pork like me, they got you.
Inshallah.
Got you.
Yes.
They got coffee for coffee drinkers, orange juice, water, whatever you need. It's well worth it. And if you don't make any connections, that's not on us. That's definitely on you. The people are there from the mayor to Darryl Barnes. Look, it's worth just going to meet Darryl Barnes and to be able to shake his hand and to ask him for insight. He's a good man that you need to know. Now, if somebody is listening and they're saying, you know what, I didn't know about the Atlantic City Business Roundtable, but I want more information about it. How can they get more information?
Sure. Well, first, I want to say I'm glad you mentioned the fact that Mayor Marty Small Sr. was there. Mayor Marty Small Sr. has been at every one of our events. He supported everything we've been doing, focused on uplifting Black capitalism and white capitalism in Atlantic City working together. But yes, we have everybody there who you need to meet to get business done in Atlantic City. For more information, you can go to www.acbr.net. That's again, acbr.net. And let me tell you this, okay, our primary focus with Atlantic City Business Roundtable, number one, is bringing a high quality brand grocery store to Atlantic City. That's number one, with healthy food. Number two is to have a cybersecurity workforce training academy in Atlantic City, so that even if you just got a high school degree, we can begin training folks in Atlantic City for jobs that start off at $80, $90, $120,000 in the future. Number three, bringing a smart technology, affordable workforce housing to Atlantic City. So we have some real objectives. We have a very focused, a dynamic and focused economic development plan, which we call Family First Economic Development Plan, because our goal is to create opportunities for Atlantic City families first, whether there are jobs, whether there are entrepreneurial opportunities, whether they are art gallery opportunities or working with Atlantic City Focus to create new avenues of opportunity. Our number one priority is Atlantic City families first. Even if you were born in Atlantic City and you moved to Eggs Harbor, or you moved to Pleasantville, or you moved outside of Atlantic City, we want to create a new, fresh, safe, clean environment where where you and your family say, you know what? I want to move back to Atlantic City and one of these new affordable workforce homes because I work at the casino or I work at Atlantic Care, and it'd be more economic for me to live in Atlantic City and walk 3 blocks to go to my job instead of have to drive 15 to 20 miles from another city. So our whole vision is that over the next several years, we're going to create, which the mayor planted the seed at a quality grocery store. We're following his lead and we're watering that seed. And we're going to grow a brand new grocery store in Atlantic City that's going to have some community benefits agreements in place that 50% of the people that work at that store got to be hired from Atlantic City. We're going to have a police substation inside that parking lot. We're going to focus on the same place they wanted to do the original one. But what we're going to do, we're going to stack the deck and make it a multi-use project. So that in the first floor, there's a grocery store. Second floor, there's a small business incubator and cybersecurity workforce training academy, and then several floors of workforce housing. So we're going to make the best of that land, and we're going to hire local contractors to help build this. Everything that the Atlantic City Business Roundtable does, we're going to be hiring local minority small businesses to participate in the development of it, as well as some equity ownership in it. And this is going to be led by Derek Brock, also, who is the director of the Atlantic City Small Business Advisory Board. So all of this is coming together under this Atlantic City Business Roundtable. And again, like you say, the event that we want to invite everybody to come to is going to be Tuesday, October 29th, 2024, from 9 a.m. to 11 o'clock a.m. And I'm going to tell you something, just like Mark said, for $35.
Whoa, whoa.
Can't say nothing about money.
No prices, no prices.
Okay, got you. Well, let me just say it this way. It's a good investment in your future. And for the small investment that you make in your future, you will have a delicious breakfast. I'm telling you, bring your wife or bring your girlfriend or bring your daughter or son with you so they get educated in the process, but you're going to enjoy the meal. Resorts throws down a breakfast meal for you, okay, fit for a king and a queen. So again, October 29th, we want you guys to come there. You can get your ticket at www.acbr.net. And it's for a good cause. It's for Atlantic City, okay? Atlantic City needs what we're proposing to move Atlantic City forward. We're proposing new job opportunities. We're proposing new opportunities in industry that is a $1 trillion growth industry, the cybersecurity, artificial intelligence industry. Atlantic City is putting this platform out there. So whether you are in Atlantic City, anywhere in New Jersey, Philadelphia, Maryland, New York, I don't care. We don't care. Atlantic City focused news media wants you to come to Atlantic City to be a part of Atlantic City's new growth. And we got a beach. This is oceanfront opportunity for growth.
Yes, sir. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Light the Morning Show edition. I'm here with James Whitehead, and we're talking about the upcoming Atlantic City Business Roundtable Breakfast Tuesday, October 29th. I'm going to get you out of here on this because I know you're in DC right now, still making moves, but I just want to say, I'm impressed and encouraged about your dedication to make sure that people from the North Side benefit from this. One of the reasons why I moved the show I do off of Saturday on to Tuesday and to develop it as a morning show is because, in our market, we got the Steve Harvey morning show, we got this morning show, we got that morning show, and none of them really welcome the whole community to the table, even the other ones that are produced locally. And so, I'm also in the process of making a negotiation so that I can expand the platform. And, I may be on the air here one day a week, but then the other 4 days, it may be a Facebook show or something like that as soon as we get that together. But the important thing is we want to make sure that the whole community knows that they have a place at the table. And just listening to your rundown of everything that you have going on or plan to bring to that grocery store, when you get ready to put some art in there and open,
Absolutely.
save a small room for me so we can go ahead and do that gallery. Do you want to talk a little bit about your upcoming cybersecurity classes before I let you go?
Sure. And I want you to know we'll always have a big space for you, Atlantic City Focus, and the gallery. Never a small space, okay, brother? Because what you do for Atlantic City and Atlantic County, nobody else is doing. Nobody else is doing. So thank you for your good public service. Right now we kicked off a program that we already have about 20 folks signed up for the first phase, and it's called the RX5 Cyber Crime Reduction Program. And we received a grant from the federal government. And with this grant, we're going to train and hire 20 to 30 individuals who are Atlantic City residents, again, Northside focused. And once we train them, we're training them for what they call low voltage workforce training. And with this low voltage workforce training, they'll be installing artificial intelligence devices on the poles on Atlantic Avenue and Pacific Avenue. And these AI devices will be connected to the police department so that when any crime happens, they can get facial recognition and everything else to, reduce crime in Atlantic City, because it's all about reducing crime and making it a safer city for our children. So that program has already been kicked off. Soon we'll be introducing some very cybersecurity specific programs that we're going to have funded by the federal government. And again, I just encourage everybody to, number one, support Atlantic City Focus Media, which is one of the best universities in America, Stockton University, and come out and support our October 29th, 2024 Atlantic City Business Roundtable Breakfast. This is about Atlantic City networking for Atlantic City. And we're going to have the Anthony Swan, who is the business administrator of Atlantic City, and Assemblywoman Claire Swift there, who represents Atlantic City and is promoting cybersecurity workforce training. So come and join us. I want to say God bless everybody today, and God bless Atlantic City and America, because we're going through a lot around the world, but be faithful and continue to support Atlantic City Focus and the wonderful work that Tyler Brothers and Mark Tyler is doing, and just have a blessed week.
All right, he is the one and only James Whitehead. And brother, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us and to be our first live Zoom guest. So, you're actually helping me work the bugs out of this, which God, praise the Lord, won't he do it?
Brother,
no bugs. The bugs were really light.
Brother, we will build together, brother. Okay, together we will build. Okay, united, yes, we will build. Okay, brother.
Right, and when you get a chance, please drop in and see us live so we can have a at length discussion. Like the picture you show reminds me of a clip from Lilies of the Field with the late great Sidney Poitier. But we'll get into that next time.
Wonderful, brother.
Be safe out there in DC.
God bless you, man. God love you. And thank you for Atlantic City Focus.
Thank you.
All right, brother.